Hi, this is Kavita Sani and I'm a legal intern of Lexine Company and I'm a law student of IME Law College, and today we are going to discuss about a new topic, which is Medical Termination of Pregnancy Amendment Bill 2020. The Union Cabinet has approved the Medical Termination of Pregnancy (MTP) Amendment Bill 2020. The bill seeks to extend the pregnancy period from 20 weeks to 24 weeks, making it easier for women to safely and legally terminate an unwanted pregnancy. And here we discuss what is the need for the amendment. Currently, women seeking to terminate the pregnancy beyond 20 weeks have to face the many difficulties and legal recourse, and this denies the reproductive rights of the woman. And obstetricians argue that has also support the cottage industry, kind of informal industry of the place, providing unsafe abortion services, even leading to the death of the mother. As a result of a 2015 study in India, Journal of Medical Ethics noted that 10 to 13% of maternal death in India are due to the unsafe abortions. This makes unsafe abortion to be the third highest cause of maternal deaths in India. According to Section 3rd, Clause 2 of the MTP Act 1971, a pregnancy may be terminated by a registered medical practitioner where the length of the pregnancy does not exceed 12 weeks, or where the length of the pregnancy exceeds 12 weeks but does not exceed 20 weeks. In this case, the abortion will take place if not less than 2 registered medical practitioners are of opinion that the continuance of the pregnancy would involve a risk to the life of the pregnant woman, and this delays the decision-making process of the termination of pregnancy. One of the criticisms of the NTP Act of 1971 was that it failed to keep pace with advance in medical technology that allow for the renewal or fetus at a relatively advanced state of pregnancy. The original law states that if a minor wants to terminate her pregnancy, written consent from the guardian is required. The proposed law has excluded this provision. Thereby, the extension of the limit is the process of these women, allowing the mainstream system itself to take care of the delivering quality medical attention. And here we discuss the proposed feature of the bill. The bill seeks to amend the MTP Act 1971, and the bill proposes the requirement of the opinion of one registered medical practitioner instead of 2 or more for termination of pregnancy up to 20 weeks of gestation, and it introduced the requirement of the opinion of 2 registered medical practitioners for termination of pregnancy of 20 to 24 weeks of gestation. It has also enhanced the gestation limits for a special category of women, which includes the survivor of rape victims or other vulnerable women like differently abled women and minors. It also states that the name and other particulars of a woman whose pregnancy has been terminated shall not be revealed except a person authorized in any law that currently in force. Intended benefit for the extension: a number of fetus abnormalities are detected after the 20th week, and turning a wanted pregnancy into unwanted one. Usually, the fetal anatomy scan is doing during the 20th or 21st week of the pregnancy. If there is a delay doing this scan, it will reveal the lethal anomaly in the fetus. 20 weeks period is limiting. This extension would allow a termination of pregnancy in case where some anomaly in the fetus is reported after 20 weeks. The law will help the rape victims, ill and underage women to terminate the unwanted pregnancy lawfully. Significantly, the bill also applies to unmarried women and therefore relaxes one of the regressive clauses of the 1971 Act, and that is single women could not cite contraceptive failure as reason for seeking an abortion, and allowing unmarried women to medically terminate pregnancies and provisions to protect the privacy of the person seeking an abortion will the bestow reproductive rights of the woman. And through medical termination of pregnancy amendment bill 2020 is a step in the right direction. The government needs to ensure that all norms and standardized protocols in clinical practices to facilitate abortion are followed in healthcare institutions across the country. So that's all for today. I hope you guys like this video. So do like, share, comment, subscribe the channel. Thank you.